Boston Celtics shooting guard Jason Tatum is blossoming right before our very own eyes and becoming a legitimate superstar. The three-time Boston Celtics All-Star has entered superstar status after being the best player on the court. That included Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving in the first round, and in the second round, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jrue Holiday, and Chris Middleton. With each playoff series, the spotlight grows even brighter on Jason Tatum. The camera is usually drawn to number 0, and if you're paying attention, you'll see him grab his ears before every game. It's something he's been doing since his middle school days in St. Louis. The Celtics are one of the hottest teams these NBA playoffs, beating the Brooklyn Nets, actually sweeping them in the opening round of the postseason, which did not come as complete shock to many, then followed that up by knocking out the NBA champs, the Milwaukee Bucks, which included one of the best players in the league, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Celtics entered the postseason as the hottest team in the Eastern Conference, but it was their rough start that's proven beneficial. Through 50 games, the Celtics looked lost. They stood at 25-25 and had blown numerous big leads that led to some serious frustration. Defensive Player of the Year Marcus Smart publicly called out Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, the team's biggest stars, for not passing the ball enough. First-year head coach Ime Udoka grew frustrated with the team's lack of effort. On several occasions, Udoka then questioned his team's mental toughness after yet another blown loss to the New York Knicks earlier in January of 2022. All that has paid off for the Boston Celtics. The C's are just a few wins away from reaching the NBA Finals. But the bigger question I'm sure you're asking yourself, why does Jason Tatum tug his ears before every single game? Many players have a little routine they run throughout before each game. If you've ever seen Jason Tatum just before the opening tip, you might notice him pulling on his ears. That all started back in middle school, back in 2014, when he was a star at Chaminade College Prep in St. Louis. He spoke about his pregame ritual. Tatum said it had been going on for quite some time. Before every game, I look up into the stands and I find my grandma, Tatum said, per Yahoo Sports. We know to look for each other before the game. When we make eye contact, I tug on my ear and she will do the same. It's basically something to let each other know it's time to go out there and give it my all. Tatum said it had been going on for quite some time. I've done it ever since middle school with my grandma, and it's something that's carried over to now, he said. It just wouldn't feel right if I did not do it. That's just my thing. I feel like I have to do it. 5 years into his professional career with the Celtics, Jason Tatum is still tugging his ear and hopes to tug a couple of more wins from the Heat, reach the NBA Finals, and eventually tug his ears in the NBA Finals, showing his grandma how far he's made it and hopefully win a championship.